Did you ever see Charles Bronson? Is he as tough as they say? Seeing him, mate. Seeing him. Anyone who does the amount of cellular confinement has got to be tough. At the same time, you've got to be stupid. There's two ways you can to jail. You can fight the system or flow with the system. Them that fight the system sit in segregation, never get released. When they do get released, because of the way they've been behaving within the system, the license conditions are very stringent. Sometimes when you're going against the system, you won't get to a Cat D because you've gone against the system. So when it is time for your release, if you get a release date, settling back into the community is 100% difficult because you haven't been in semi-open conditions and so on and so forth. But it is what it is. He's done a long time. You know, when he looks back, when he's free, he'll probably look back and assess how he carried on in there. And, you know, there could have been some situations that he could have avoided where his freedom would have been a lot earlier. But he's a man of his own. He's got his own ways. He's got his own ways. He's got his own mindset. And it is what it is. He's a product of the prison system. And when he gets released from the prison system, it's going to be, you know, highly difficult for him to adapt. But hopefully, well, it's not hopefully, he has got some good people around him. I believe he's got a son out there. It is what it is. I'm sure they're going to protect him from the media and so on and so forth. All these people that are going to try and get him on podcasts for interviews and stuff like that. The best advice I can give to him, really, is to the best advice I can give to him really is he probably won't take the advice, but the best thing he can do is not share his story with other podcasters, set himself up his own little, you know, wherever he's living, get himself a laptop, get himself a camera like me, sit there, let his subscribers go through, build his own community up there, and share his own story with his own people. So no one's making revenue on the back of him. No one's manipulating him or using him the way most podcasters do, especially true crime ones. So it is what it is. Charles Bronson, he's had a tough life. Hopefully, eventually, they'll give him a chance of freedom. He's not a lifer. They'll give him a chance of freedom. And let's hope he's mature now and he does want to embrace the freedom. Let's hope he's following the path of Yeshua. And that's it. That's Charles Bronson for you. Glenn Seaward, new to the channel, Darren. Canny man, good crack. Good on you, lad. BIC, did you ever know? Would you ever come to Ireland, Dad? You would love it. Of course I will, mate. Of course I will. I'll be going to Southern Ireland and Northern Ireland. Why? My granddad was from Northern Ireland. My nana was from Southern Ireland. Back in the day, you couldn't really be a couple if you were from over the bridge, if you like. And that's why they left. Love is a powerful thing. Hussein Malik, can I just, Daz, that we should be able to push back on some points you have without them being deleted? My mods without swearing or being rude, of course. Yeah, sure, mate. Fussy Pup 222. You can make a drink, chop an onion, a few cloves of garlic, and loads of turmeric. Boil in a pot with water, simmer for an hour or two, strain, add honey to taste. Sounds nasty, but it's okay. Have you screenshot that, brother? And I'll get on that tomorrow. And thanks for your advice, people. Fussy Pup 222. Thanks for that. Anyone else that's dealing with whatever's coming through the air right now, I'm sure a lot of you are getting tickly coughs, tickly throats, blocked noses. If you are, take that advice there. Jane Everton, not bad. I was expecting a lot more for the 30. So would I, but it's not. Scouse 011, 110s. The reason I call them 110s, mate, is because years ago I used to spend £110 on the trainees. And that's why I used to spend, that's why I call them 110s. I've got 110s there. They're called 95s from 2009. But what I've done, like a soft, I put them in the washing machine. The bottom of them fell off. The air bubble and all that's intact, but the sole's hanging off. So they're just there in the cupboard. I wore them once. I've got another pair as well from 2010, red, black, and white they are. And when I've gone into a sports outlet in the city centre looking for a pair of trainees, I seen one of the kids in there staring at my feet, and I thought, what are you looking at? So he's come over and went, what year are they, lad? I said, Dad. He went, do you know how much they're worth? I said, no, how much are they? I'll give you £500 for them now. I said, no time, mate. I'll give you these new pair. No time, mate. So they're just in my cupboard there from years and years ago. I got them sent in to me when I was in prison. And I used to just wear them for visits, so they were pristine. You're on it. Yeah, Jane Everton on it. Good advice, WJG. David McIntyre, trust me, you go into that outlet, mate, and you'll get everything you want for a wanna. Trainees, boxies, socks, tops, hats, coats. 210 records. Trackies back in the day, man. I probably spent about 50. You know that, lad? Eh? They'll be back out soon, lad. Jamie McIntosh, how are you? James Jameson. Hello, Jane, lad. How's your new trainees, girl? Rob Smith. What do you think about people who haven't been sentenced to life but can't be released for being a danger? Well, you have been sentenced to life. Well, it's an IPP, isn't it? And if they are a danger, why would you want them released? It's a simple question. You know, if you're in the community and you're dangerous and you're committing dangerous acts of violence towards humanity, it is what it is. If you get arrested, you get jail. You know the consequences of your actions. Definitely know your consequences of your actions. If you're a dangerous, violent prisoner and the government or the prison service deem that you are too dangerous still, off reports, how you speak, how you conduct yourself within the custodial setting, that's it. You won't get out. And just like they abolished the two strikes and you're outlaw years and years and years ago and switched it into IPP law, just the way they're going to abolish the IPP law, will bring the new law in to accommodate that sort of inmate. Gordon's then, who's trying to stop the message? There's loads of people. What they're trying to do is stop me from delivering it. But it is what it is. I am the message. You know, you don't need a billboard. I am the message of Calnacook. I can't be stopped, so neither can the message. Obviously, you're going to have officials, whether it's police, council. There's a lot of people within organisations that don't like the surname G. So that's one little thing that hinders the message. James Jameson. Who is he? Someone check James Jameson out, see if he's legit. If he's not, block him. He seems to be targeting females on the platform. quite a lot actually. Dan Jones, any news on this year's leaflets? I've been waiting for me thing to come down off YouTube. As soon as it comes in now, I'm off. I'm doing it. Roy Fletcher, yes, G-Man, much love from Bolton. Sending it right back, brother. Suzanne, how are you? Eat pineapple in the day, honey at night. Martin Williams, you're doing a great job, nothing but respect. Calnach all away. You could defo smash it by making a Netflix series of your life or something. It's not that easy, is it? You need people to come in. You need people to, you need these organisations to identify what's a powerful story. Then they'll get in touch with you. Then they'll sit down with you. Then they'll proposition you, and then things move forward. If no one's coming with the propositions, I can't even get a network around me to create my own content. Never mind to start a dramatisation of my life. But I'm certain that'll all come in the future. But strangely, I've not had a cold since the start of. Well, good on you, fella. Chris Patterson, 170 now, ripped off. Paul McCallum. What's your best prison film, Darren? The Green Mile or Shawshank Redemption? None of them, lads. It was a film from years ago. I forgot what it's called. Free me. What you gonna say? What you gonna say? Give us me trainers. That one, whatever that is. John Potato Scone. Just seems to be laughing his little head off, doesn't he? In a bit, kid. Tamogadon. Jazz Singh, just buy some lockets. You know that, lad. I'm a basic. I like to keep it simple. You know what? I won't even try nothing. I believe my body can deal with it. Yes, armchair Arthur. Hope you're well. Pink Mist. Sadly, the rubber in the soles on the 9.5s perish over the years and they just fall apart. I've got 4 pairs still, can't wear them. But I just can't throw them away. Good on you, Pink Mist, lad. How often are you allowed a visit in prison? Depends. Normally once a week if you're on remand. Sometimes twice a week if you're on remand. If you're a sentenced prisoner, it's once a month, unless you're on enhanced. Within prison, you've got an incentive scheme, which is basic, standard, and enhanced. If you're on basic, you'll get half an hour every 2 weeks. This is what it used to be. If you're on standard, you'll get the mandatory 1 visit a week. If you're on enhanced, you can get up to 6 visits a month, I believe. I don't know what it's like now, but it changes from prison to prison.